Families are funny things. For years, your parents are the ones in charge. They tell you to eat your vegetables. They drive you to piano lessons you never wanted. They worry when you get a sniffle. It feels like this will last forever. But then, one day, something shifts. It's a slow, quiet change, like the seasons turning. You notice your dad has trouble opening a jar. Your mum forgets where she put her keys, not just once, but all the time. Suddenly, you are the one reminding them about doctor's appointments. You are the one worrying. It's a big switcheroo, and nobody gives you a manual for it. This change is happening in more and more families today. We used to think of kids growing up and moving away, starting their own lives. That still happens, of course. But many adult children are now stepping into a new role caregiver for their aging parents. It's not something most of us plan for. It just sort of creeps up on you. One minute you're busy with your own job and your own kids, and the next you're also managing your mum's medication schedule. It's a whole new chapter in the story of a family, one filled with love, confusion, and a lot of to-do lists. The whole dynamic gets turned on its head. The people who once seemed so strong and capable now need your help with simple things. It can be strange to see your father, who taught you how to ride a bike, needing you to help him with his balance, or your mother, who baked the best cookies, now struggling to remember a recipe. This role reversal is becoming a common part of modern life. We are becoming the parents to our parents, navigating a world of healthcare and daily needs that feels both overwhelming and deeply important. It's a journey many of us are taking together, even if we feel all alone. So what does this new family look like? It looks like late-night phone calls to check in. It looks like weekends spent doing laundry for 2 households instead of 1. It looks like learning a whole new language of medical terms and insurance forms. It's a landscape of new responsibilities, a territory of tenderness and occasional frustration. We are redrawing the family map, adding new routes and destinations we never expected. This isn't just a trend. It's the new reality for millions of people who are trying their best to care for the ones who first cared for them. It's complicated, it's messy, and it's filled with a surprising amount of love. So why is this big family switch happening more and more? One of the biggest reasons is simple: people are living longer. Hooray for modern medicine! Our parents and grandparents are sticking around for more birthdays, more holidays, and more chances to tell us the same story we've heard 100 times. But living longer also means there's more time for health problems to show up. A longer life can mean more years of needing a little extra help with walking, remembering things, or just getting through the day. So we, the children, step in to fill that gap, because that's what families do. Another piece of the puzzle is money. Let's be honest, professional care is expensive, really expensive. Nursing homes, in-home aides, and assisted living facilities can cost a fortune. For many families, that kind of money just isn't in the budget. It's not that people don't want the best care for their parents, it's that the best care often comes with a price tag that could rival a small spaceship. So the responsibility falls back on the family. It becomes a do-it-yourself project, not because we want to, but because we have to. The family home becomes the care facility. Then there's the pull of tradition and family duty. For many cultures, taking care of one's elders is not a choice. It's a deep-seated expectation. It's about honor, respect, and giving back to those who gave you everything. Even without a strong cultural tradition, there's a powerful sense of love and obligation. These are the people who raised you. They changed your diapers. They sat through your terrible school plays. How can you turn your back when they need you most? This feeling of wanting to do the right thing is a huge motivator, pushing us to take on challenges we never thought we could handle. And finally, sometimes it's just what our parents want. Many older adults are terrified of leaving their homes. Their house is their kingdom, filled with memories and familiar comforts. The idea of moving to a strange place with strangers can be incredibly scary. They want to stay where they feel safe, surrounded by their own things and their own people. So they ask their children for help, hoping to stay independent for as long as possible. And what do? We say yes. We say yes because we love them, and we want them to be happy and comfortable in their own space. Let's talk about what this actually looks like. Take Maria, for example. She works a full-time job as a graphic designer, but her second unpaid job starts at 5 p.m. She drives to her father's house every evening to make him dinner. She checks his blood sugar, makes sure he's taken his pills, and listens to him talk about his day. She helps him with his laundry and tidies up the kitchen. By the time she gets back to her own home, it's late, and she's exhausted. She loves her dad more than anything, but some days she feels like she's being stretched in a million different directions at once. Then there's David. His mother has dementia. She lives with him and his family. Some days are good. They'll look at old photo albums, and his mom will remember a funny story from his childhood. But other days are hard. She might get confused and scared, not recognizing her own son. David has to be patient and calm, even when he feels like crying. He has to help her get dressed and make sure she doesn't wander out of the house. His own children are learning to be gentle and understanding with their grandmother, but it's a heavy weight for the whole family to carry every single day. It's not always about big medical problems either. Sometimes it's a collection of 1,000 small things. It's Sarah, who calls her mum 3 times a day just to remind her to drink water. It's Ben, who spends his Saturdays fixing a leaky faucet or mowing the lawn for his parents because his dad's back isn't what it used to be. It's the constant, low-level worry in the back of your mind. Did they eat? Are they safe? Are they lonely? This mental load can be just as tiring as the physical tasks. It's a quiet, invisible job that never really ends. These stories are everywhere, in every neighborhood. They are stories of ordinary people doing extraordinary things out of love. They are making sacrifices, putting their own needs on the back burner. It's a dance of devotion and duty, a daily juggle to keep all the balls in the air. The child becomes the planner, the cook, the nurse, the handyman, and the friend. It is an act of profound generosity, but it's important to remember that even the strongest juggler can get tired and needs a moment to rest and catch their breath before the next act begins. Being a caregiver is tough, and it can feel very lonely. It's easy for the child to feel overwhelmed, stressed, and even a little bit resentful. Where did my old life go? For the parent, it's also hard. They can feel guilty for being a burden. They can feel sad about losing their independence. It's a recipe for complicated emotions on both sides. That's why getting help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. No one can do this all by themselves. It truly takes a village to care for someone. So, where can you find this village? Thankfully, there are places to turn. Community centers often have programs for seniors, like meal delivery services or social activities that can give a caregiver a much-needed break. Support groups are another lifesaver. These are groups where caregivers can meet and talk to other people who are going through the same thing. Just knowing you're not alone can make a huge difference. You can share tips, vent your frustrations, and find a shoulder to lean on. It's a place where you don't have to pretend everything is okay. Professional services can also be a part of the solution, even in small ways. Maybe you can't afford full-time care, but you could hire someone to come for a few hours a week. This can give you time to run errands, go to your own doctor's appointment, or just sit in a quiet room for a little while. Local government agencies on aging can also be a great resource. They can connect families with affordable help and provide information on everything from transportation to legal advice. You just have to be brave enough to ask for the help that you and your family need. In the end, despite all the challenges, this journey of caregiving is rooted in love. It's about honoring the bond that has connected you to your parents your entire life. It's about showing up for them in the same way they showed up for you. It's messy, it's hard, and it will probably change you forever. But it is also an incredible act of family. By building a network of support and being kind to ourselves and our parents, we can navigate this new chapter with grace and compassion. The family dynamic may have changed, but the love that holds it all together only grows stronger.